Yo guys, it is Ferox here. Welcome to this video, guys. In this video I am starting my new series on my channel, which is Oxygen Not Included. This is a survival game that is still in development. It's being updated like constantly with new things, and you're going to see some updates as the series goes on. But for now, I'm going to be starting this series with 3 duplicates. Yeah. So, okay, 2 of these are... I'm going to shuffle these 2. So I'm sort of like basing this around like what I want. So I'm gonna go over everything now. So you've got the attributes, which can be obviously they'll be altered when you start playing the game. So as you level up your duplicate, they're gonna get better attributes and stuff. Then you got traits. So you've got a bad trait and a good trait. Always little signs of good traits can have bad things. So like this one, he's better at cooking, but he needs a higher quality food, or else he doesn't like it and gets stressed out. And this is also what they're interested in, so they'll like master these jobs faster. So these are jobs you want to sort of focus on at the start, so you can get master them quicker and move on. So this is the decor benefit. You want to have this here sort of as low as possible, because if it's really high, you can stress out really quickly. And also the same with food benefit. Okay, so these are my duplicates right here. So we've got Gene, Harold, and Otto. So Gene is going to be our researcher. Harold is going to be our miner. He's got +3 digging, but he's got no construction, so it's going to make him a miner. Plus he's got athletics, so just sort of what a digger needs to have, because he's going to be running about a lot more. And this is going to be our constructor, because he's got +2 constructing, and also he's a quick learner and his builds, so that's going to help. So let's rename this here. Just go for a few of them. Impenetrable Citadel, the Doom Space Junk, Tunnel, my Spacerock it is. So let's begin our adventure. Let's hope I get a good C, because I get really unlucky sometimes. Okay, so I'm gonna pause off real quick. First of all, I've awakened trapped in the center of a large asteroid, in control of a crew of 3 duplicates. I can't recall how I got here, but our resources are scarce. If I'm going to find answers, I'll need to help my duplicates survive. So I'm going to pause. We're going to take a look around the base. Okay, so we've got a lot of iron. No, it's not iron, it's copper. So we've got a lot of copper and coal. So that's important early, and then you get some of this here, and just a good bit of algae, and also there's 3 large pools of water, which I think I'm just going to like plop this one down into there, and this could be where our water tank's going to be. And then we've got some oxygen down here. The issue is there's not a lot of oxygen patches near here. There's oxalite there and there, and also some there. So I need to get through those patches of oxalite pretty quickly. So to begin off, let's get them to dig out this here. Dig out all of this here, because I need a good bit of space. And the more we get there, the more we do. So right here we've got some tips. I'm basically going to go over it, and we are requiring toilets. So right here we've got speed controls. I'm going to put this to speed up, and we're going to speed for this here, because I need them to finish off. And we also want to build some tiles, because let's cancel that one. As you can see, right, there is like 1,840 kilograms of sandstone here, while a tile only takes up 200 kilograms. So it is better to build tiles than just not to do it, and save yourself in time. So we need to keep that in mind while we're doing our base. So as you see at the beginning, it gets very quickly. This game can get very stressful very quickly, just saying. So yeah, and also I'm going to try and cover a good few cycles in each video with a lot of cuts. So videos might be quite short, but cover a lot of content. So yeah, so right, we have now finished this here near enough, have we? Right, so the first thing we should do is build a floor right the way out here. So this is only where our bathroom is going to be, I guess. Yeah, it's important to also like don't clump everything into one floor. So we're going to make a wee simple bathroom here. So let's put like 2 outhouses, and also let's have a wash basin. So this will make sure that germs don't go everywhere. So that's gonna be sorted out. So they're gonna start building all this your stuff, and we can sort of take more of a look around. So there's a slime biome over here, and there is one of the hot biomes over here. It's a I don't even know what this biome is called, but it's hot. So I don't know because the heat's quite high over here. And oh, we've got neutronium right here. Okay, so neutronium is basically a sign of like, I guess, how'd you call it? Like a structure of some sort. So this could be any type of geyser or volcano. So I'm hoping this is a good geyser. That'd be quite nice. I have a feeling it might be a chlorine geyser though, because there's chlorine right here. But it could be any sort of geyser. So we're actually going to take a look at that very soon. But first of all, I would like to try and like manage heat, because as you can see right now, this heat's going to start like this heat here is going to start spreading to our base. So we need to get some sort of like wall here that'll stop heat. So now that everything's done here, we need to get some water for this here. So first of all, we want to do into the wash your hands to the right, but it isn't taking any effect yet because we have no water. So I think here we're going to do a ladder, and you're probably thinking right here I'm really stupid, you know, leaving a space between the ladder and the floor. And you can ask anyone, you can even ask Cascat because he plays your game as well. Everyone says I'm stupid for doing this here, but it really isn't. It looks bad, I will admit. But this here idea I have is basically to allow oxygen to move more freely around the base, so that we don't have issues of oxygen not being in some areas of the base. So we're going to build a ladder right down into the water because I want to get to the bottom of it at some point in case some stuff falls down here as well. And while we're doing this here, I'm going to do this here. Also, it's duplicate downtime now, so this is the time where duplicates won't do any work. They'll just do their basic needs. They'll eat, they'll use outhouses and stuff, and yeah. And we're gonna have germs now going around, so we need to get to water quickly to avoid that. Also, as you can see, they're sleeping on the floor, which is going to give them a sore back, which is why we need to build cots. So my plan is, whenever I get a second floor built, we're going to build some cots on the next floor. So as you're able to see from that there, that's basically how one cycle of this game goes. It's just, yeah, you start off, you've got time for working, and the duplicates have time for themselves where they like, yeah, go for their basic needs. If we go up here, we've got a schedule, so we have bedtime, downtime, and bath time, which is like for whenever they shower and stuff in the mornings. That's basically how the system of the game works. Obviously, if they need to eat or, you know, do things in between jobs, they will. But there are just times that are set for just not doing any work at all. So here we go. This here also, oh, a hatch just also died down here. Okay, so we're gonna pause right here. We're gonna mine out another floor right here, and this floor is gonna be for, you know, a little bit of power generation, and we're gonna put a floor on it because. Yeah. So we've got some things here. So basic lack of resources, like, yeah, building lacks resources. That's just it's lacking water. We need a food source of some sort, so we're going to work on that soon, and also some oxygen generation, because we've produced 0 kilograms of oxygen and we've consumed 59 kilograms. So eventually oxygen's going to run out in our base and they're going to suffocate. It sounds scary, doesn't it? So I'm going to begin the water gathering with a pitcher pump, which will allow us to, you know, get some water into the base. So we have all this here water to use up, and we want to be very, you know, we don't want to use it too much, so we're going to be very efficient with our water usage. So I think the best idea is to like put our oxygen production here, where there's not much, where like once I dig this route out, there won't be anything blocking the oxygen from going anywhere, so it'll spread out nicely along our base. And I think that's the best way to start off. I really interested what this neutronium is. So now, like, yeah, now we're doing more, we can explore a bit more, we can see more things. There's like some gold down here, there's more chlorine, there's like different gases, hydrogen and all. I also got some shine bugs, which are pretty much useless. They just, I don't think you can tame them. Maybe you can, I don't know. I'm gonna try, but I don't know if they lay any eggs or anything. Do they lay eggs? What do they do? What do they eat? Bristleberries. Oh, they only last 25 cycles though, so if you do want to have them, you have to do it quickly. Okay, so we're idle at the moment, so they're not going to do anything while they're idle, so let's mine this here, I guess. I put a bit of a floor here. And I'm not going to build anything above this here yet. So while they're doing that, let's get some things on here. So we've got a manual generator. We also have a tiny battery system with 2 of them now. Got some wires to connect them together. And under stations, we also have a research station. So this is for performing research to unlock more things in the game. So we can unlock like better things. We're going to see what we're able to unlock whenever we do start researching. So let's take a look at our research. So this is the research tree. This is sort of what a large amount of the game ovulates around. So this is where we unlock all of our items. So we have our farming up here. We've got fuels, electricity generation. We've got reinforcement. We've got plumbing, ventilation, and interior decoration. And we also have like rocketry up here as well, for like cargo bays and rockets and stuff. So that's a long way away, but for now, the best way to start is to get advanced research. So this allows us to research, and also allows us to do advanced research, which, as you can see, is required for literally everything apart from the first tiers. So I feel like that's very important to get at the beginning. We also have one thing for reducing oxygen. That's an algae deoxidizer. So this converts large amounts of algae into oxygen. Comes either whenever the area reaches maximum pressure capacity, which for basic things is only 2 kilograms, which is literally perfect for duplicants to live in. Any higher can cause symptoms such as popped eardrums. And yeah, it's just not good. And it's also harder to manage temperature in your base, which we're going to get into a lot later, and it's literally the biggest pain in the ass. So let's begin this day off. We're going to build an algae deoxidizer, and this here, one thing will literally produce oxygen for us for many cycles to come, because you can literally have like 5 duplicants living off of this here bitch. It's actually really useful. I think you can have 4 at most. Yeah, 4 I think it's produces enough for. There's like gonna be carbon dioxide obviously, because duplicants are gonna breathe out carbon dioxide, so that's gonna be a problem for us very soon, where there's like just too much of it, which we're gonna have to sort out. I also sort of made a mistake putting our main ladder in the water, so I think like this is not gonna be our main ladder. This is just gonna be for this here part. I think our main ladder will be like over here, and I'm gonna like, oh no, maybe I think over here, yeah. So I think here. So let's like deconstruct this here, deconstruct that and that. Okay, so this will allow us to like build down. So this is gonna be like a ladder. We're gonna build this here right the way down to the bottom. Wait, what's the temperature like down here? Oh no, right, let's not build the whole way down. And we have unlocked some new things. We've got a job board, which is literally very, like, it's one of the most important things in the game, and you're like required to use it to even get anywhere in the game. So in my opinion, if you want to start off, get advanced research done first. So I'm gonna open this here up so we've got full like oxygen movement around this here area, because this is gonna be where most of our duplicants are just gonna be, you know, based around. And I think maybe our main water tank should just be like here, and we'll have 2 ladders going down each side of the base. So I think this is like the best way to lay out our base actually. No. Okay, so we're good for oxygen now. We don't have that. We don't have that thing saying like insufficient oxygen generation. We do have a ration box right here, which I didn't cover yet. This is where your food's going to be stored throughout the game. You can also store it in just basic storage compactors, which you haven't actually used yet. But this is for storing like food and rations. So as you see, we keep our edible stuff in here. We're going to actually just put all on, because I want to put everything in here that can be like used for food, so that it doesn't like rot or anything. But as you can see, it's already unrefrigerated, and since it's unrefrigerated, it's going to, you know, yeah, it's going to go off. Like any food inside it's gonna go off. It's gonna rot, and yeah, it's not good. So my plan is to build this deep hole down here where some carbon dioxide is just gonna live, and we're gonna move a ration box down here. So let's just, like, you know, organize our flooring a bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move it over here. Okay. And we're gonna put a floor here. There you go. I sort of want to avoid going into this tank because this could fill up even more soon, especially if we add that water in. Actually, let's put a wall here just in case. Sorry, my phone's going off. I haven't muted it. I'm not going to mute it either. I'll like cut out most of the sounds if I can. Okay, so we've got water, and we can mop this here up right here. Oh no, no. Right, we need to fix this here problem now. So right here, as you saw, I like selected that there and put it to priority 9. So if we go into our priorities, if they actually will show. No. Well, yeah. So right here we got like priorities. We got set priority 5, and we can like change it. That's sort of like the level of priority that duplicates will perform tasks at. So obviously high level things they'll do more, like do quicker, and will focus on more than other ones. But it's better not to touch them at beginning game. Well, you can use them beginning game if like you need something desperately, but otherwise better not to touch them because it just causes problems. Oh well, so we finished our job board, so right, let's go here, and we have everyone right here. So this is like morale expectation. So this is like what they need to have, like how happy and pleased they are with the base. They have to be to not get overstressed, like feel like they're, yeah, you know. Also, I want to auto prioritize. This is like means that jobs will be configured, which at the moment is good. So we have our dig. Who was our digger again? I forgot. I don't know. She's our, oh yeah, right. So let's put Jean on his job because they enjoy it. Oh yeah, our builder. Who's our builder? You're a builder, and you're a digger. Harold. So that's sort of like the basic jobs sorted out now. Obviously, they're not going to have those jobs forever. You can like go through multiple jobs with one duplicate after they finish previous ones. So, you know, you want to put them free as much as possible to like make them, you know, a really good duplicate. Okay. I was actually going to put my bedroom upstairs, but I'm going to do it down here. So let's dig all this here out. We're gonna notice like yeah, we've got stress changes now, so they're already getting stressed out because of their morale. So if we pause the game right here and go to our vitals and morale, they need to have a rating of either 2 or else 4. Scientists need more. So as you can see, duplicate, being a duplicate adds 1. That's just like their own like morale rating they have. And then they have last cycle's the core. There's 2 shift break only adds 1, which I think we should change. And we also have grizzly main, which is -1. So there's a lot of different ways you can tackle this here. You can build rooms that improve morale. You can make better foods for the duplicate as well. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to build some bedrooms, because if we look in the room section up here, a bedroom, well, a barracks, because we can't make a bedroom yet because it requires a single comfy bed, which is made out of plastic. But we need just a single bed and minimum size 12 tiles, maximum size 4 tiles, and obviously it has to have like walls and a door and all. And it gives all duplicates a +1 morale effect for using it. And also a latrine, which is just a toilet and a wash station, you know, minimum size 12, max size 64, gives a morale bonus of 1 for just using it as well. So I'm going to make these here into a barracks and a latrine, which will make it a lot better for them to use. And, you know, they're going to get the morale bonus. We can fit like 8 beds in one room. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna put 8 beds in here because I want to, you know, have them maximum size and also like a maximum size latrine. And we're gonna put a wall right here. And we're gonna do the same with this here. So we're gonna build up, and we're gonna mine it this here. So this is like gonna be where our duplicants are gonna use the bathroom and all. And we also need to put a door in this one. This one will automatically become a latrine. So we also had last cycle's decor per ugly. So we go to the decor. As you can see, some areas at the base are like per decor, and it's mostly because of debris. So we also need to tackle debris in this here, which, yeah, different things offer it. So the lighting and the printing pod gives plus. Machinery puts it down. So when you remember that. So there isn't really much we can do about decor yet. I haven't researched it. Right. Oh, we need to give you research. I really forgot research. Right. We haven't got anything to do with food yet. So I want to select animal control, which will select everything. So as long as they're doing it, they can finish it. And also, it requires advanced research for the further ones, which we don't have yet. So here we have a supercomputer. This allows them to do just advanced research. Don't get confused with this here being allowing you to do both. You need to have both in your base, which is really unfortunate. It uses up a lot more power, but it needs to be done. So as you can see, there's a lot of factors go into this here, and because of like the decor, like stress is going like, yeah, it's really high. Okay. So we're gonna do a few more cycles, and then we're gonna end the video. So we're gonna make some very small floors, like literally only 2 blocks high, because they only need to be 2 blocks high. And we're gonna fill this here up with storage compactors. So this is where they're gonna store all the items they get, and this should be enough to cover us for a very long time. And I mean, like, I would say this is gonna cover us for the first like 300 cycles, I would say. So like, storage isn't too bad as long as we have like we prioritize the storage ones. We're good. So this is like yeah. So this will fill non-critical storage buildings with resources. So first of all, new duplicants are going to have a high priority, and they're also going to have a high priority, which will mean that they're automatically going to pick up things that they mine and put it into the storage compactors. And hopefully soon we could have, you know, either just basic or else green everywhere, which is my aim. What do we have? Is this a? Oh, what's wrong? Oh, it's slightly too big because of these here. It's 67 tiles. Oh, they can't reach that. Right, we're gonna have to build above it. Yeah, I will admit the reach of the duplicants is kind of frustrating at times. So let's build this much. We really need to we need to get some sort of like material that can stop heat from coming through. Like, it's not too bad here. This is cold. This is cooling down the whole area. What is this? This is something really cold, which has me sort of like, I'm happy about this here, and I think I might know what it is if it's producing something cold. It's either like a steam vent, or else, and you know what? It could be a carbon dioxide volcano, which isn't the worst thing in the world, because it'd be really good for cooling. But I hope it's like something like a cold slush geyser or something, because cold slush is like, I swear to God, it's like the best way of getting water early game. Actually, even late game is one of the best ways of getting water. So let's put this here to all. As you can see really quickly, they're going to start like putting stuff in this here straight away, like as soon as these are all built. Yeah, already they're delivering stuff to it. Right, you know what? I'm going to put the operate priority also higher. Okay, you're gonna operate that, good. I just want someone to operate it so we have some oxygen production. I wouldn't mind if we had like a full like 2 kilograms of oxygen everywhere, because that would literally last us for so many cycles with only 3 duplicates. But since like, yeah, we don't have a lot of it, we've got like what, 500 grams down here, it isn't the best idea in the world. So guys, I'm going to end this video right here, guys. We've done quite a lot. We've been through the first 7 cycles of the colony, and as you can see, a lot has happened. We've got a good starting off base. You know, it's small, we only have 3 duplicates, and we're not going to have many duplicates because it's hard to manage that many, especially if you don't have like much food generation and much oxygen generation. But soon we'll be able to manage more, hopefully. So guys, thank you so much for watching an episode of Oxygen Not Included, guys. I hope you are excited for this series. I'm uploading this here every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, guys, so please keep an eye out for those videos. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.